Ah! Well, there goes the machine. Hello and welcome to this next episode of my Create Mod Let's Play Survival Series. It has been a long time, and I sincerely apologize for that. I mean, I think in this case that is warranted because it has been, well, 2 months, I think, coming up. It'll probably be about 2 months by the time this video comes out, and that's... In the last video, I left on a bit of a cliffhanger and had 274 viewers. So I've left 274 of you hanging, and I think it's been too long. Life has, to be honest, really gotten in the way this last little bit. Very busy, very sort of unpredictable with my home life. Even on a good schedule, good month, I really only get about 3 to 4 hours a week to play this, and setting this up has taken longer than expected. And of course, yeah, September and October, very, very busy. I'll probably be editing this into November, but we'll see. But let's get into this because I know you want to see what happens next, because where we left off, I had a bit of a disaster. On my way to the end portal, to the stronghold. I'm not going to go that way. And down there, I had lost my digging machine, things had blown up, I was losing items. I still hadn't found it. It was really far underground, and I still hadn't found it. So, well, what happened next? Obviously, I got back here. Maybe I have a bit of footage of me coming back. Basically, I did actually find the portal in the stronghold, and... Oh, there's the bricks. Okay, so I kind of dug around it the whole time. Okay. Well then. I spy. There we go. I found the stronghold. This is the top tower part of it, probably. Now do I find a portal room? Oh, and there it is. Complete with silverfish. And I think, yeah, I'm going to destroy this because I can get silverfish other ways. And I have absolutely zero. And I've in the portals... Oh, there's actually Skulk here. That is a scary end portal room. Close enough to the deep dark to get Skulk. I spent the rest of my off-camera time trying to prepare to go to the end. And it's not that way, very clearly. I don't actually need anything from there. And I've been working on a little bit of this in the background, trying to get this all set up. Most importantly, my stash of goodies here. I've actually named most of my Minecraft, or minecart contraptions now. I had a backup digger. I have a redstone drop tower. You'll see what these are. These are, I mean, you can kill the Ender Dragon probably without any create mod. Well, obviously, you can do the create mod stuff. All you need is a bow and a large, somewhere I have a large number of arrows. One of these chests. This one has a large number of arrows. And some backup food and all that. So that's good. What I need now, and I will show you a quick clip of my machines. Actually, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out of here just in case that's an issue. I don't know if it is or not. Otherwise, you can have these really... Dragon Saw, that's an intimidating name. Wait till you see that. I'm really hoping that one works, and then I don't need these other two machines. But we'll see. I need some levers. Let's carry those with me. There we go. And we are off. And while I travel long distance this way, you can see my development process of coming up with those machines, including the whole mob farm that I actually built. I mentioned when I said there's a lot of work that goes into this. So we'll see you soon. Okay, the machine number one, I guess what you would call the buzzsaw, and it's the most create mode like of all of them. And my plan here is to, I'm just going to check it. If I click the windmill, that thing starts spinning around, and those will do a lot of damage. I actually tested this on some iron golems in a creative world, and it seems like this will work if I can get it in the right spot, and if the Ender Dragon doesn't suffer knockback from this. The next big test of this is if I can not fall. Put him. Oh, I need a power source thing. Okay. So let's do that. Let's see what's super glued for a sec. Yeah, so it's just the arms and none of this scaffolding stuff. So if I power this now, that should all go up, and I should be able to go like, yeah, that's right. There we go. Oh, that did not take the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, getting it to work with the yeah, the whole thing's taken away. The real test is if I can place it somewhere else. It stays a contraption. Obviously it won't move like this. I'd have to destroy the minecart or put it on something, but that's a good starting point. Now on to contraption number 2. And this isn't that much a create mod contraption, except for the sense that I will be using a minecart contraption on it. But as you can see there's a bunch of dispensers, there's a bunch of observers, and my idea here is to, once you hook this up, you should be able to use this as a pretty good okay. It's actually... Oh, right. So the signal's going around. It's just not... Oh, I didn't actually fill it the way I wanted to. Oh, that makes them fire. That's interesting. So I could, in theory, just fire on the Ender Dragon by going like... That's funny. How many arrows I get out of this. It's weird that the observers don't trigger them otherwise, but I'll see what's going on there. Now, contraption number 3 is a bit more of a challenge, and hopefully you'll see from my creative mode clip right here, it's actually using a schematic cannon to drop a bunch of TNT onto the Ender Dragon, and if that works, that will also be awesome. But problem is, I don't have that much gunpowder for TNT, so I actually need to create a whole mob farm for this, which is not very efficient. Do I have any? No. Anyway, I had started working on a mob farm. Ooh, Enderman, which I don't actually want to deal with right now. So here in my creative world are the 3 things I'm trying to build. This one I think we've seen already. The, what's it called? I don't know, Rotor of Doom? You would hit the windmill bearing, and that makes this thing spin really fast, and we'll see what happens there. Other than a lot of knockback. Then we've got the arrow cannon. I've made a larger version here. I don't think you'd have this many arrows. And then what I really wanted to see was how tall this TNT thing needed to be. So if this is the platform at 64, then this needs to be 145. Well, actually it's 144. Okay. So let me write that down, and then I will build this insanely tall thing, hopefully over a body of water, and then I can stick it on a minecart contraption and see what I can do with that. Let's try the jumping technique and see if I get through this tunnel any faster. Oh, that was very dangerous. And also means I need to start turning this way, I think. Yes. Ah, yes, the scene of the disaster. This is where this happened before. Let me see if I can quickly... Oh, no name. The one with no name is all these chests. I had this, yes. Now, if I can... mostly fix this. Only have 10 left. So I didn't bring enough. I have 3 more. And yeah, and there's Skulk too. Yeah, the whole big problem here. Okay. And if I remember correctly, actually... Oh, I didn't bring deployers. That's kind of important. Even if I do have my cart... I don't have a mine cart. Well, I could craft one. But yeah, I guess the bottom line is I'm missing pieces here. But that should be enough to get this lifted up and back to where it's supposed to go, which would be good. I also don't want to risk bringing it with me, but we will, yeah, we'll take that risk. Crafting table. And there we go. It's not going to dig too much because it has no deployers, but it is safe and sound, and we will stick it there for future use and repair back at the base. And from what I remember before, I'm also going to need this for my... I don't go down there. I think where I go... That's actually a good question. Maybe I do go down there, or maybe I... No? I thought that spiral was going to take me right there, but I think the answer is somewhere over here. Go down here. Yes. This... Oh, it is right here. So that's... When it blew up, I wasn't that far away. It's just I have to go through this little bit of Skulk to get there. And then you go in here. Quick trip down here. I think I laid this out pretty well. In terms of getting to the room. No, it was a bit tricky if I remember. And again, I'm doing this off of about a month-old memory. You have to cut through some stuff. This was not really generated that properly. And there we go. Oh, I actually had some. Okay. I thought I needed to do all 12. But I have extras. I don't know what else you do with... Well, I used to make ender chests. That's what you do with extra Eye of Enders. And that would be great if I had some obsidian. But that's generated. And soon we will go in as soon as I get all my stuff together. Here is me. Here is the end portal. And here we go. Okay. Okay, we're at the top. Ooh, that does not sound good. You dragon breathing me already? Okay. Now we know where the surface is. Now we can make small basic operations on my chest. Right, that's good. Actually, that's not Yeah, I'm gonna lower down for this. Oh. Whoa. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go like that. Let's try to get it there, okay. Try to get... Okay. So all I should need to do is go like that. Okay. Okay, now let's see how this does. Should actually get the dragon next time it goes down. Something went wrong with the super glue. Where's the dragon? Does it just go flying? Does it not get any damage from this? I mean, I guess that's an interesting conclusion, is that the Ender Dragon does not take any damage from saws. It's just not able to land. Gotta screenshot this, though. This is... It just goes flying. Okay, that was kind of what I was afraid would happen, and that thing's getting kind of mixed up in there, too. I have no idea how those screenshots turned out, but maybe I'll be able to take a clip from the actual edited video here. But I think we can safely say this isn't working. So what can I do? I can stop that. I can lift that. I can remove that. And say experiment 1 has failed. The dragon saw just pushed the dragon, didn't do anything. Number 2. And I think I can just put some of those there. Attempt number 2. Which way does that end up facing? Should be facing the right way. It's just a little bit blocked. Oh, it's being quite a bit destructive to this. So that might not work either, actually, now that I think about it. But it's still a contraption, so it's not getting blown up. That might be why the other one didn't work. Because temporarily it wasn't a contraption. I also need to get my observer for this. And this is going to have to be not a contraption when it's running too. So the dispensers are probably going to get destroyed. I'm thinking this is probably not going to work. I'll use this for later too. That's going to be number 3. Dropping TNT. And honestly, this is turning into a bit of a failure, and I wasn't actually expecting that, which, I don't know. I mean, interesting result, an interesting result. Let's just see if I can get in position to put the observer in the right spot. Oh, that's kind of disheartening, actually. Let's see. Okay. So actually, I want to be on this side. 3, 2, 1. Lower that. Okay. Ah, I put that the wrong way, didn't I? That should spray arrows. But this got trashed. But it got trashed way too quickly. R.I.P. arrows. R.I.P. arrow cannon. There's actually a good amount of stuff up there. I kind of want to go up and get that. Some ender pearls. And the ender dragon has taken no additional damage from this. I don't know if this actually needs like real line of sight. I hope not. Let's stick that there. Add your schematic here. Maybe don't use all the gunpowder at once. Ah, my schematic is not positioned. Okay. Position it. Okay, so it's got to go forward a little bit. I mean, really, yeah, it's got to be like that. So. And there's the whole now not being able to see because of Dragon Breath. Anyway, I'm spot on. Let's see if this works in the schematic cannon. Let's go there. Let's put that in place there. And now that our replay mod is on, three, two, one. I should actually have probably waited. I mean, it's getting the right location, it's just there's no dragon there. And I guess that's the biggest issue with all of this, is there is no dragon. And I have to observe the dragon and see when it's going to be in the right spot. So, yeah, I can bombard... What is it doing? Oh, it's just destroyed everything. Okay. Well then. So much for... Yeah, okay. I did not realize it would go that high. It likes being up there. Okay. Well done. I guess we just do TNT. Okay. Well, if we learned one thing is that it's immune to saws. There we go. Yay. There's the dragon egg. I think what you're supposed to do is this. Card assemblers easily enough to. The important thing now is the journey home. Okay, and here we go. Not sure why it didn't stop at my station, but that's a problem for another day. Because now is the time for the, it's quite simple really, solution, where I will go to the end in creative mode and do what I really should have done in survival mode, and it is actually quite doable. There's just one key to this, and one key that I completely neglected. One, that is find a better way to the end portal, and two, that is don't block the one space above the Ender Dragon. I think it would have worked fine. See, you can tell this is my creative mode because I didn't actually make a proper staircase up here and do all the other stuff I did in survival. What I did do was a whole bunch of trial and mostly error of trying to make it use create mod to defeat the Ender Dragon. These stair towers are actually pretty good. These are minecart contraptions, but they take you up and you can get to the end crystals quite easily right there. And because they are minecart contraptions, as you can see, they can be picked up with a wrench. I think they're this one, and they can be placed very easily. So you can just run up. They're a bit awkward to do, but you could go like this, like that, and now you have a staircase most of the way up if you're better at placing them than I am. And go shoot the arrow there, and yeah, you've got it. If you make them in uncontraption, you break the minecart, they end up as physical blocks, and the Ender Dragon can break them. But if they're in contraption form, the Ender Dragon can't break them. They also can't be contained by them, as I found out the hard way. This is actually a mechanical, or was a mechanical. Oh, it's still attached to its mechanical bearing there. And so I can go like this, or like that. And the idea was to block the Ender Dragon in place and keep it from, you know, being able to move and attack. And so that's also what this train tried to do. Both of those did not work. This is the train that's broken. Ender Dragon just runs right through it, really. And the stair tower. So none of those worked. All of that was a problem. But at the very end of all of it, I did find something that was, in fact, quite simple. All it takes is a bit of... Well, actually, I don't want to do that. Leave that up in sort of half position. Don't block that. Have this tower, and the tower can break, but as long as you have a dispenser that can shoot a lot of TNT, hooked up to this redstone receiver, and you get enough TNT in there, it'll work. If you try to drop a TNT minecart, it just drops an item form. I tried that first, actually. But by doing that, and I think if I hook up an observer to it, or an observer clock, which I believe I can do down here, that'll work. I mean, as amusing as it would have been to see the Ender Dragon get hit by a train, that was unfortunately not in the cards. Yeah, let's do that. we'll set that up. Nope, we want you there, you there, you there, you there, and yeah, that'll do it. Like, I think that'll do it. Actually, the question is, why would that not do it? It's launching that. Unless this is already on somewhere else. Unless somewhere in my mess here I have another redstone thing interfering with this, and it looks like I may just have. So let's delete that one. There we go. You get way too much TNT, and you may kill a few Endermen with it. Let's turn that off. If it lets me. No, it is not. Okay, something's glitching. So as you can see, I'm having a few problems here. It's not letting me place this, but I am not going to let this completely derail what I want to do here. I am going to record a clip later, but this is the last time I'll be able to say hi to you, or bye, or like and subscribe, well, at least for this video, and maybe some of my other next few busy weeks, but hopefully I can finally get this video out, recorded, and put out to you. If you do like it, I will try to show my appreciation better than I did last time around, so if I do end up with 200 plus views, thank you. If I end up with a few more subscribers and likes, thank you. And with that, I will try to leave you off with something a little bit more successful and a little less anticlimactic than I otherwise would have. Have a good one. After much troubleshooting, I figured it out, why this wasn't working. And it was because of these stair towers. So when the stair towers are in entity form, they block it. The train actually did move mostly. Okay. But yeah, I think it was the stair towers that was blocking it when they're assembled in contraption form. They're entities, and that creates problems. So, yeah, I think we can make this. We can make a quick show of this and replicate the results. Yeah, let's summon ourselves an Ender Dragon and quickly see what it takes, how quickly we can destroy it. Arrows. Okay. Let's see. There's an Ender Dragon around. Well, it destroys tracks. The system works. Now all we need to do is get an Ender Dragon underneath it. I destroyed the train. How quickly does that kill the Ender Dragon? I did it! TNT killed the Ender Dragon. And there you have it. And there you have it. We end this one in my creative world, but we end with the nice effect of this streetcar coming into... Well, we would if I could actually get in the streetcar. Of the streetcar coming into... the station here at the end stronghold. I have no idea if I'll get to building this in survival mode. Probably not, but I think this is a cool idea right here. Station right here by the end stronghold. And on that note, hopefully you can appreciate the effort and time it took to... It was quite a simple solution in the end, but a lot of testing it took to get here, and at least the proof of concept worked eventually. So yeah, I guess the whole like and subscribe thing, you see my face close up. If you want to see more of my face close up, I'll eventually get to producing another video. And on that note, I will see you in the next episode. Yeah, especially if you like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, all of those things, you know, YouTube algorithm stuff. But until then, signing off for now. Goodbye.